Hello and welcome to Thursday Weekly Show. Today we have the newly elected President and Vice President of the SU, Amr Al-Alfi, Malak Rustum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, before beginning anything that has to do politically when it comes to the SU, we want to know you as a person. Who is Amr and who is Malak? Amr?
Who is Amr? Amr is a very normal person who went through the phase of going to a private university like American University. I'm a very ambitious person. Taking lead was something that I was doing even though in school.
Like sports and...
Yeah, like apart from sports, it was always like between my bunch of friends. Like it was something like that. I had a lot of hobbies. I play water polo, even here in university. Nothing more like much of an interest to being a leader, but not being a leader in the same time, not being something that I want it to be. It's just coming like that, without anticipating it.
So you were always a leader when it came to activities, when it came to sports, when it came to anything?
Like when it came to problems, more than that.
Problems?
Like, yeah, problems.
You're the go-to guy.
Like, yeah, exactly.
That's a good trait, that's a very good trait.
Something like that.
Malak?
I'd say that I'm a bunch of keywords.
Okay.
I'm a writer. I claim to be a writer. Okay. Very consumed with the Egyptian culture and everything about it. And this is why I majored political science and history, because I thought that at some point I'll be able to write like Naguib Mahfouz.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then I figured that I'm in love with development.
Nice.
This is my place, and
Passion.
this is my passion, exactly.
Nice.
And then I thought that even this would help me to know that I'll never be a real politician, I hope. Other than that, I'm very passionate about anything I do. I don't do anything that I don't love deeply. So even the SU thing was something that I believe that through this position, I can do something for the AUCs to get them develop themselves and hence develop the community.
Okay.
That's it.
Speaking of the SU, what made you want to run for presidency? How did it start? How did you say that, okay, we have a issue here and I think, or we think, that we have the keys to this solution?
Well, when it comes to like the main reason why all of this happened, it's we could say of the trigger of the scope of the job itself. When I was applying, even from being a senator to a chair of the union, it led to widening the scope of what's being done inside this entity and the other entities, and how the dynamics of AUC itself was going on through all of the process. Triggering these aspects made me personally see that there's a lot you could do. Taking the choice to be a president was not about something that's completely personal, as much as I just somehow there was this point of belief.
Leader.
Yes, belief of just you could do something, or mainly we could do something that could be changed. The way we think.
The way we plan. Mission and vision of your campaign.
Exactly.
Malak, how did this spark, this initiation begin?
I wanted to do this since I was in high school. I just wanted to do it in جامعة القاهرة, to be the first woman president of the student union. It didn't happen because I am an...
You applied there?
Yes, and I got accepted, but I applied in 2013 after Raba's incident. So basically, I couldn't. And then I stopped doing any activities for the first 2 years in university. Then when I figured that I love development, and from the background of مشروع خير, then lucky, I thought that this student union needs to be spreading more of this, needs to be doing something on ground and spreading impact and inspiring others, instead of just doing several things that no one feels the impact. And
do you think that was one of the issues from the previous administration, was that it was more spread out and you wanted to like join it up together, or what did you see from the previous administration that made you think, no, we could do something better? We could. This is wrong. This could be fixed.
It's not like better. It's like different.
Okay.
The student union of Mustafa Gamal and Omar Al Ghandour is really good. The thing is, I think from my personal experience in the student union of this year, they are doing a lot of projects and spreading a good impact, but no one feels it.
Yeah.
We thought that maybe by focusing the goal,
the communication, which was actually one of the highlights of the campaign.
Yes, I think it was the highlight of both campaigns actually.
Yeah.
We had a massive problem with the communication.
Yeah.
Recalling your question about the administration and what you could be changed is how we could take privilege of our communication lines with them. One of the priorities that Malak and I was literally going through this process is not, before we capitalize on our assets like the market and stuff, we have the bookstore. Before we capitalize on our cafe, we have the Saudi. Every single aspect that is related to the university has to be directed to the demand of the students.
Yeah.
And this is how we really triggered the whole aspect of why are we here. So she believed very much in the process of you or the union itself should be proactive in leading the direction of the students with the direction of the administration at the same time, before we capitalize or do projects in the way that the university themselves should do.
That's makes perfect sense. One of the things that I've read about was what was the communication, was that you felt that there was a lack of it, that the SU was here, but the student body was somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
And as a president, what do you think should be the #1 priority coming in after your win?
Well, the #1 priority, I think, is literally going through the infrastructure of the union in the summer phase. It's very important to just develop, enhance, and just execute in this phase. Execute in this phase to just begin our journey in the fall. Because the line of communications, such as the app, such as the website, such as even though our line of communication with the administration, with the student body, all of these communications should be established very well. And even though if we could tackle the problems as much as faster as we could solve it before we just begin our semester. Because if this is not done, I think it's we're going to go through a tough phase in the fall, like we're going back again.
And as
the communication lines back.
And as like the vice president, what do you think you should help in regards? So I know that the president is more like an overview, and the vice president is more hands-on. Not to say that you're not hands-on, you are hands-on, but I'm saying that the vice president is more hands-on when it comes to the actual execution, because a lot of people can come up with great ideas, but like you said, execution is very important. What do you think?
I think that, I don't know, I perceive us as a team. Sometimes I initiate the idea and he knows how to execute it. Other times it goes the other way around. So for example, when it comes to administration, Alfie is brilliant. I don't know the exact steps to take. I could initiate the idea and he knows exactly how to execute it. Sometimes he has an idea for development, for example, or a project, but he doesn't know exactly what are the steps should be taken, and I know. This is how we perceive the team. We're a team, so this is how it goes.
I mean, last but not least, it's kind of a trend that's going on. This is more like a soft question. Do you two watch House of Cards?
No, but the people told us that we had to watch it. Because the woman was into development, and he was a senator.
I see similarities that's going on.
And he was a senator before that. People told us to watch it and that it will help.
Hopefully you don't kill anybody. Doesn't need to get that.
I think she wants to kill me after I hold the position.
Yeah, you want to take the presidency?
Yes.
Is this how it's going to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Softly.
Softly. Thank God. Thank God for that. Malak, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining in. This was the Thursday Weekly Show. Goodbye.